here comes the big, beautiful bridge. And downtown Edmonton. Gee, I'm out of tobacco. I guess I'm gonna have to go get some. Well, hello and welcome back to another video. I did go down and pick up some more tobacco. So, let's have a conversation. And welcome. So, I just scooted over to Burlington and White and picked up an ounce of John's Lament cherry flavored tobacco. I haven't had it for a while, and the one I had before ran out. So I am out and about today, just doing a few errands, and I'm heading back to the north side because I need to get a few things there as well, and maybe get a bite to eat. But I was just doing some investing in my tax-free savings account, and I got to thinking, a lot of people don't realize that you can generate an income from dividends or distributions from covered call ETFs and so forth. And if you invest enough money, you can generate a pretty good income. I know people that are getting $2,000 or $3,000, $4,000 maybe a month just from their investments. And that is income that will supplement your old age security or other pension plans you may have. So that's a goal that I am working on, my wife and I, is to get a few dollars built up that in a couple of years, when it may come time for me to retire, or for my wife to retire, we can have extra money coming in. So many people don't realize that, especially many young people. I wish I knew about this when I was much younger, but on the other hand, a lot of the products that were available in the 80s and 90s were things like mutual funds and individual stocks, and a lot of them didn't pay that well. Not like some of the ones that we have now, high yield ETFs, which use covered call strategies. Maybe let me know in the comments, for you folks who do invest. Do you invest in dividend paying stocks or exchange traded funds, ETFs? Or do you just invest in growth stocks and so forth? I'd be interested to know. Maybe share some of your insights. I'm sure many of you have done well for yourself. I do know a lot of my subscribers and people that watch my channel are older and retired or nearing retirement. So I'd be interested any advice you might have. Now, of course, it's not financial advice because we're not licensed advisors, and even if we were licensed advisors, we're not advising you. But it is just for information purposes, things that I'm doing now. Now that I'm working a good job, something substantial, something that is meaningful again in warehousing, it's pretty good. I've got my actually in January I will be able to access a pension where the company will be putting in up to 10% of my gross earnings as well, and I can match that or come close, up to 8%, I think 18% overall. So these are all things we have to consider, because some of my long-time viewers may recall that things were pretty tight there back a few months ago. I couldn't find a good job, and I was doing courier work and Uber Eats deliveries and whatnot. And yeah, things were slim, but life is getting better. So that's a great thing. I do work hard, physically hard, but it is what it is. We continue to forge ahead. It's all we can do. I am also looking at different strategies that are out there. There is a thing called buy, borrow, die, where basically you buy assets, you never sell those assets, but you borrow against those assets, and you fund your lifestyle, and then eventually when you pass away, your estate inherits it, and through proper tax planning, you can do well. Apparently that's what some of the wealthy people do. You know, many middle income earners, or you know, the regular folks that go to work a job, buy a house, pay on it for 25 or 30 years, they are not usually privy to this kind of thing. So I am always searching and learning and trying to educate myself, and I have come across some good information. So some of these things could be involved, could be even using a HELOC, a home equity line of credit, to buy dividend or distribution paying investments, great assets that will pay you on a monthly basis, so that you can generate enough income to continue to pay your mortgage and fund your lifestyle. I have used a HELOC before. My wife and I, we took money out of our property and bought our investment property. That was many years ago. Unfortunately for us, that was right around the time that we had the global financial crisis in 2008. So timing's important. Good timing and bad timing. But I'll continue to educate myself, learn different things. Here in Canada, we have a couple of great brokers, discount brokers, I guess. We have Wealth Simple, which I use, and we also have Quest Trade, which I do use. And they are there's no charges, no commissions on trading. I have had accounts with the big banks, TD Bank and RBC Bank, but they charged $1.99 per trade to both sell and buy. So that was not very cost effective. But anyway, folks, let me know in the comments, are you doing any investing? Have you done well for yourself in retirement? I'm too old and I missed out on FIRE, financial independence, retire early. There are a few folks who have done that in their 30s and 40s. Obviously, I was not one of them. But with the knowledge that I have now and the actions I am taking, I can do a few things here which can add and supplement my earned income. But once again, I don't want to keep this video too long, but I just wanted to say that if you're younger, if you're in your 30s, 40s, or even in your 50s, start doing some investing. Start educating yourself. If you're still working, do you want to keep working, doing what you're doing for another 20, 30 years? Or are you open to looking at different ways of funding an early retirement? It's too late for me. My retirement will be in my late 60s. But at least it's good to know that options are available. Okay, folks, I'm back on the north side and gonna head, maybe grab a bite to eat. And I will see you in the next video. Have a great one. God bless. And I stopped in to get a bite to eat, after all.